Hey guys, this is a knife I've been wanting for a really long time. Around this time last year, Peter Rassenti had a list going for druids that he was making. And for those of you that aren't familiar, Peter Rassenti is a Canadian knife maker. He makes these really unique and exceptional folding knives. Um, a defining trait, I believe, of his work is what's called an integral. It means that the frame of the knife is made from one solid piece of titanium that's milled and shaped to accommodate the blade, and the lack of a backspacer and standoffs really gives you gives you a really solid knife. I had to pass on the opportunity I was presented with last year because of some stuff that had come up around the holidays, and sadly I had to pass on it, and I've been kicking myself for not availing of that. But about a week ago, I saw a post on the forums, on Blade forums, about some knives that were for sale. One of them was a Rassenti Druid, which is one of my grail knives. Now, the seller, and I think this was fate that I was destined to get this knife, the seller had posted the thread on the production section, or the production side of the exchange, and the Druid was in that thread. Now I have the Druid here. It arrived today, all the way from Alaska, and this has exceeded all of my expectations. Comes in the Peter Rassenti box and black velvet pouch. Nice touch. But this is the knife in question. It is an integral, like I said. It's got a solid piece of titanium for its handle, or the frame, and it's milled out to accommodate the blade. I don't know how he gets the stop pin in there. It's truly a marvel. It's got the sculpted titanium clip, and it's on bearings. It's a Warncliffe blade shape. I believe the steel on this is S35VN. I think Peter works with S35VN and S90V, which are pretty premium steels, S90V being among the top tier of knife steels available today. But I have wanted this knife for over a year now, well, longer than that, since the middle of last year when he first started producing them, and he had a list going and he was taking orders. But ever since I saw this knife, I wanted one. I had to have one, and I missed my chance, but the stars kind of aligned, so to speak, and I was able to get this from a fellow member in Alaska. It is, I believe, 3.5 inches, the blade, 6AL4V titanium for the handles, integral frame. It's got his maker's mark right underneath the clip there where the lock bar relief is cut in. Lockup is wonderful. I would say that's about 70%, or I should say 30%. And it is so smooth. Listen to this. I don't know if you can pick this up. It is so mechanically perfect, in my opinion. The sound that it makes when the detent grabs the blade, when the lock bar slides into place, it's so crisp. Hear that? Smooth. Although I think this has hardly been fondled or used by the previous owner, that it still needs to be broken in. Although I don't know what extent of breaking in you have to do with bearings. But it is so nice, so smooth. I really love this knife. It is similar in size to, say, a CQC-10. This is my CQC-10. People are probably sick and tired of seeing this, but I love this knife too. It's customized by Nath over in Thailand. A little dirty here. I was using it for work the other day. But yeah, it's similar in size to that. And I've really gotten to like the thumb holes. Peter is excellent at machining, and he's like a CNC wizard, or a mill wizard if you would. He's got other bottles now, like the Nirvana and the Snafu, and those are very highly sought after. He's always trying to meet the demand for them, and people just grab them up. But for me, the Druid has been my favorite design of his, mainly because I'm a big fan of Wharncliffe blades and hawkbills, and he just knocked this one out of the park. But if you guys get a chance to get one of these, I suggest you jump on it. For a while, Peter was making versions for Monkey Edge. They had the frag grips, the frag pattern grips on them, and Peter also came out with what was called like a rock finish, where the titanium was sculpted to look like it was chipped, or it was also called an obsidian finish, I believe. Lately he's been doing relief carvings or carvings to simulate cracking of the handles, and those are also so intricate. I mean, it must take a lot of time for him to do that. I can just imagine. I mean, I've tried to carve, or I'd say grind off titanium, and it's a pain. It's hard to be consistent, but you know, I guess he just keeps at it. He's got all the right tools. There was a little video or pictures of his shop and the mills that he has, and it was just mind-boggling. But I am so psyched to be able to finally own a Druid, and this is basically scratching off one of my Grail knives from a short list. The other ones that I have on there still are Gareth Bull Shamwari and a Jeremy Marsh and Leong Ma collaboration called The Tempest, and a customized Emerson that's probably going to be here in January, hopefully when Nath catches up to all his work. But anyway, this is one of my Grails. I just wanted to show you guys, and I'm probably going to carry this tomorrow. Probably going to carry it all week. I mean, it's not, I don't really use my knives that hard. I do use them often, but this is going to be so sweet to carry. It's going to be one of my, I guess, trump knives when me and my friends play this game called What Knife Do You Have in Your Pocket? My trump was Jeremy Horton TAC 4. That one nobody could beat. This is one of my personal favorites. But anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I will. I'll see you next time. Peace.